course, my name is Byron Encalade, and of course, this is my home.
Pretty close to your mouth, Byron.
Okay, yeah, I got it. And of course, this is my home, and of course, you've heard from the seafood industry. So when people tell me, well, we're talking to the seafood industry, and if I don't see George, Mike, Clint, Tracy, if I don't see who I see here at the table, I'm sorry. You're not talking to Louisiana fishing industry. When are they going to get it? When we look back at what we have accomplished with AC and Clint and George leading the way on identifying fishermen, what is a commercial fisherman? They have identified that through the years. When we look at the fact of what they're trying to accomplish, we went to Congress. We told them, identify, categorize, transparent, simple. But yet they closed the doors. In my hand is a proxy. It says on here, pass, admission to BP meeting. You know, myself, Mike, and Tracy, we went there. Instead, we were told we were protesters. I'd like to see them what protests we were doing. We are God-loving people. We believe in God and country. So we don't go to other people's country and protest. So they need to stop putting that lie out for number one. Second of all, it was BP came told us that it was a security risk. I'm still waiting till today for them to tell me whose security was at risk. Was it mine or BP's? Because I tell you what, as also I'm the constable of this community. And if you're going to tell me a Louisiana law enforcement officer is a security risk to BP after all the meetings I've had with them, then it's sad for them to take that approach. And I know Tracy and Mike, I tell you, I'm so proud of them, the job they've done out there, and of course, I'm proud of everybody here. I mean, we've done some great work through the years, and just to have it ignored by BP and thinking they can come in here and solve Louisiana problems without Louisiana fishermen, they're crazy. And I mean, so I say this, and I want to thank everybody for coming in our community, and I want to welcome all of you all here. Of course, we're going to go to the center, and we're going to have some food and some broiled seafood. That's our seafood is good. You know, and we say that because of the testing that the independent people have done, like Tracy working with various organizations. We know the water is testing good, and we know our seafood tastes good. That's why we're going to eat some in a little while. But you know, what's the problem is them not releasing the scientific data in the early days, where we could have maybe built consumer confidence. Now consumer confidence is at an all-time low. How do we get it back? So anyway, I just want to thank everybody and let them know that we're going to be here and we're going to continue working together. So make no mistake, we have bridged those gaps, and I want May to come up here and close it out, because this young lady is a hard worker. She's trying to dodge the cameras, but I'm not going to let her. Come on here, darling. She's been working. She has been working just like, you know, George and the rest of us, to bridge those gaps and make sure we are in touch with each other, to make sure our messages are heard out there. So here's me.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm just going to remind you today, one of our goals of today is to launch a petition. So our Gulf Organized Fisheries in Solidarity and Hope, Go Fish, is we're a coalition of member organizations across the Gulf Coast. We have members over in Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and Texas that have banded together to advocate for promoting the rights of fishermen, restoring the fisheries, those oysters Byron was talking about, and preserving fishing community culture. I don't think I need to say any more about the value of all those things and why it's so important to us, and why it's been so damaging that it was stolen from us. But to move forward, you know, I mean, we're not going to sit here and wallow, because we know what we want. And we want a subsistence fund, which means for all the money that they haven't paid, we're demanding that a fund be created in the $20 billion to compensate for the loss of subsistence use, all the things that Cynthia and Tracy talked about. And the second thing we will demand, or we're demanding in the petition, is a reopener clause. The reopener clause will allow anyone that has losses greater than has been compensated to reopen their case and demand full compensation. These waiver and releases were extracted from fishermen under distress and under duress, and we see no reason why it should hold. And we demand a reopener within it so that everyone can get the full compensation that they deserve for the losses that they've suffered. So to sign the petition, please go on to change.org, and it will be posted this afternoon. And if you sign the petition, you get a button.
Right.